Like Bradley Beal played bad. I personally feel terrible for him. I know he's sick over that. You could see it when he was on the bench, but Durant gives you 30 plus and
Booker gives you 40.
Gives you 49. I mean, basically 49. 50.
Yeah, basically 50.
So tweaks have to be made. And I know everybody is down emotionally about this team. Like just so down in the dumps. I really feel like, man, a couple of slight tweaks and this team can contend for titles. That's how I feel. And I'm not lying. I'm not making stuff. That's real.
Well, here's the way I look at it. You got Durant, Booker, and Beal. And yes, I still believe in the three of them. I know I just mocked and said big 1.5, but that's just really what it was in that series. But I still believe in the three of them. Honestly, you have that much firepower. You just need to get the right role players around them to make it happen.
This may sound silly to you, but there are people that don't agree with us. I think you and I are in agreement with this.
Including rumors, including people in the front office.
Front office, Matt Ishbia specifically. Do the Suns need a point guard? Now, I just read a very great article from Gerald Bourguet that he posted on Twitter. And I was with Locked On Suns yesterday. Both of them, Brendan Clean and Gerald Bourguet, smart guys, are not with the whole Suns need a point guard. They are with the belief and the notion, it would seem, that a point guard takes the ball out of the hands of the big three.
Yeah.
That they just simply need to execute better. What say ye?
Depends on what the scheme's going to be moving forward. If Frank Vogel's going to change or not. Honestly, that's a cop-out answer, but it really is. It seems like Frank Vogel wanted a point guard so he could have those guys off ball moving, and the front office didn't agree. They agreed with everybody else. No, you just need to execute better, come up with something better. So I'm kind of in the middle. Like I see it both ways. Me personally, and we talked about this, and the way we like to see basketball is, we like to see, well, we've been conditioned to see it as you as an early Suns fan with the 7 seconds or less with Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire, and then me coming into the mix with the Chris Paul offense. We like to see that point guard. We like to see somebody distributing. We like to see the pick and roll. We like to see somebody who's really heady, operating the offense, getting the ball to who needs the ball at the correct time. We feel like that's the best way to run an offense. But I can also see what they're saying. It's like you have three guys who are more than capable of handling the ball, having the ball in their hands, and this offensive firepower. Why do we need another guy taking the ball out of their hands? And so I can see it both ways. My thing is if we're going to keep doing what Frank Vogel's going to do, point guard. If we completely go a different direction, Frank Vogel's not here, or they completely switch up the offense, then sure, you need to switch it up. This ISO ball of getting pick and rolls and switches and going with the weak link, and then, oh, we got the matchup we want, and now we're going to play ISO. I don't think that's going to work. You saw it's not going to work in the playoffs against a team like the Timberwolves. They completely shut it down, and you needed a way to spread the ball out, which is why you went small ball too late in game 4. So I can see it both ways. Me personally, want a point guard. That's just how I'm tailored. That's just how I've been raised up, watching the game, playing the game, etc. So yeah, me, point guard.
Let me steel man their argument, to be fair to them. Some specifics of what they seem to be saying is like, first of all, what is a point guard in 2024? The majority of the point guards are scoring options. There are few Chris Paul's, Ricky Rubio's, that style of point guard even in existence in the NBA anymore. So I do think I need to specify that's the style of point guard I'm looking for. I'm also not looking
for the Kyrie Irving type.
No, not me. No. I want the opposite. Although I wouldn't,
so we're in the same.
If you were able to replace one of the big three with a point guard, but I'm talking in a situation where you keep the big three and you run it back like they're more than likely going to do. I think just having a guy like Trey Jones or hell, Tyus Jones, just somebody who's good and efficient when it comes to passing the ball and bringing the ball up. Like, I guess we're just old dinosaurs, Sunday.
I guess so. I guess so. And I guess that's how we like it. Look, man, and I'm not saying we need a point guard to start. It's just you need that extra ball handler off the bench. You just saw I didn't trust Eric Gordon. I didn't trust Grayson Allen as much as I love Gray. Didn't trust him handling the ball. I really only trusted Booker, Beal, and Durant in some cases. And then after that, I was just like, hey, one of these guys got to be on the court at the whole time. And there was no help. So from, like I said, I guess we're just old school, and that's just the way we see it and the way we want to see it. I could see the new school argument of, hey, you have three guys, but if you have three guys, then stop this ISO game stuff. Stop this pick and roll switching. That's just not going to work when you're in a game like in a series that you just had. It worked throughout the season, sort of. We had high expectations. We only finished as a 6th seed. There was a ton of turnovers all season long when you played that offense. So clearly it was working sometimes. It was working half the time. So clean it up, figure it out, and then I'll be okay. But as long as you're continuing to do what you do, get a point guard. And Frank Vogel agrees as well. And if he's going to be the head coach, like, help him out, give him the tools to coach the way he wants to coach so we can win games. Don't just say, no, you got guys and we're going to just give you players and then figure out what to do. No, you have to work in lockstep, front office and coaching staff. That has to be a thing.
I'm trying to understand why I'm wrong. And I guess the other reason people would say is,
well, you answered it, right?
Are successful without a point
guard. Exactly. But you answered it, right?
So then let's meet him in the middle. Let's meet in the middle.
Well, that's where I'm trying to meet him in the middle here.
Okay, so I think the middle is at least having a campaign-like option off the bench, so that they can be interjected in.